All right, one professionally cut gasket. Don't worry about making it too perfect. Just make it work. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Right here, 1965 bus. Yes, it's in here for, well, originally in here for something simple, or hopefully simple. This headlight, low beam, not working. We'll figure that out. It's electrical, my favorite. But also talking to the owner, he's contemplating selling it. So it also is turning into a, I don't know, pre-sale inspection. Making sure this is, you know, as tip-top can be. Overall, just quick walk around on this thing. Doesn't really seem like it needs too much. I'm gonna go through, change the oil, adjust the valves. Does have a high idle when it showed up, so not real sure. I know he said it's something about a cold start. It's doesn't like the cold start, but hot start she'll light right off. So definitely check out the carburetor, see if it needs an adjustment or maybe new. Don't know. And he said just check the fluid and transaxle. So not that much of a major hit list that he knows of. So hopefully this thing is going to be in and out. Also, sorry about the audio. Hope all you guys fared well in the hurricane because we're still doing rain, which is great. But anyway, hopefully this is going to be a quick in and out. The thing looks pretty good. Presents really well. It probably shows well on camera. I see some things showing age. Looks like an older restoration, so I mean nothing major. Are those turn signals on upside down? I think they are. Anywho, digress, regress. Let's go with my favorite first. Let's get a headlight working. I know he said he put LEDs in them, and I can't remember if he said they didn't work after the LEDs or if he put LEDs in thinking a blown bulb. I'm not sure. Let's diagnose. Let's do the simplest thing first. Go inside, check fuses, make sure we got fusing. So, all right, let me get this door open, and you can, you know, sausage your way in. All right, guys, I got some simple things set up immediately. Test light, check fuses. It's just grounded to the windshield frame, so we have ground. This one should be hot all the time. Yeah, we have ground. So what I'll do is I'll just probe the banks. None of them look blown. First thing I check. Let me get a light, because I can't see nothing. Oh yeah, and he was trying to troubleshoot it. He put a new light switch in as well. So, all right, get a light in. Let's see what damage I can do. Key on. Lights out, or lights on. First verify a complaint. Yeah, no driver or passenger side headlight. And there are LEDs in here. So, not working. Working. All right. See, like I said, let's check easiest first. Go with fuse block, and see what we have going on. Yeah, he said all the other lights, everything works except for what did I just hit? Oh, blinker. He said everything works except for that. Power, 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 power. No power on that one. No power on that one. Check the tops. No power. No power. Power. No power. There's power on the bottom. No power. Fuse is good. I'm curious if it's just that fuse. I got power on the bottom. It's not feeding the top terminal. All right, hold on. Let's shut this off. See if it's easy. Let me get some pliers, jiggle wiggle, and put a new, I'll just put a new fuse in. It is bridging, but it could be corroded where it's not sending, shooting the juices it needs to shoot. I get a new fuse, put it in there, and see if it was just that simple. Found some. Let's pull that guy out. Like I said, it checked for power on both sides, brand new brass fuse. You know, brass Bernie terminals and stuff like that. Like I said, none of them look blown. That really doesn't have the best of contacts. I'm surprised that magnet's on there. All right, let's see. Power on the bottom, power on the top. If it was just that headlight should be on. Yep, it is. Just as simple as that, guys. Tilt the camera. So, headlights on. Do we have high beams? See if that circuit's working. Yep, high beams work. Or low beams. I don't know, there's no indicator. That seems like low beam. All right. Job one done. Simple fuse. Sometimes, like, always start with the simplest, mainly because, well, I start with simplest when it comes to wiring because if you watch the channel long enough, not a fan of it. But yeah. Check the fuses first. Simplest thing to do. Especially if, say, something was working and then now something isn't. So, yeah, change the fuse out. All right, cool. Boop. Guess we'll check out the engine. Gonna try to start it. Also gonna, like I said, adjust valves. The engine sounded healthy coming in, so it didn't sound too, like, you know, didn't sound clunky or anything like that, but also it had a really high idle. And that also could be hiding a lot as far as valve chatter, stuff like that. So let's see what distributor's in wrong. Electrical terminals point to the back. Oh. The choke doesn't choke. It's electronic, but the step down doesn't reset. It's set like wide open. Why is that now? Flashlight. Yeah, the cam gear, I'll show you on another carburetor. And someone's adjusted that screw. There we go. Now it's moving. It is a Solex carburetor, but vacuum plugs, good. Is that a screw? This carburetor's, well, all intents and purposes, this carburetor is crap. There's a helicoil blowing out of the top of this thing. Obviously vacuum plugs. It's a 30-31 pick. Duct tape on the air filter boot. That's good. This wire's way too short for the coil. Okay. Well, let's see what it sounds like. Choke's on. He said it had a hard start, but hot starts was fine. That leads me to believe the choke did not work. Contact. Yep. Oh, she is ticky. Sounds good. ticky on that side. All right, I don't want to get it too hot. Yeah, I don't want to get it too hot. Let me get this thing in the air, jack it up some, and then I'll bring it and show you what I'm talking about with the carburetor. But I gotta fix my computer. This is a junk 34 pick I have. When you hit the gas, choke plate's open, should shut to get you up on the steps. That's not doing it. This one's also modified like crazy. Someone touched a screw you're not supposed to. It was probably me. So yeah, that's not resetting. So whether the element's bad or someone just has it way out of adjustment, it's crap. Do I have a good junk carburetor? The reason I save all these is because they do actually work. If you're wondering why there's a wall of carburetors, this is a 30 pick. That one should do something. It's a 30 pick. That's a 30. I got a bunch of 30 picks. Huh. Let me actually call the owner, see how deep dive he wants to go into this thing. I can try, like I said, I can try to adjust this thing, clean it out, so on and so forth. If you guys watch the channel long enough, I usually put a new carburetor on. I have a bunch of spares that I know work. At least the choke will work. I could get a choke, put it on, so on and so forth. It does sound good, high idle. But yeah, let me make a quick phone call. See if I can get an answer on, like I said, how far he wants to go into this thing. Because it's one of those things where obviously it started out with one thing and now we're moving into other things. I'll be right back when I get an answer. Because he could also say, no, I'll do it myself. Not sure. All right, give me a minute. Well, I turned on the camera and forgot to hit record. Good thing I looked to see the screen was off. Anywho, we are changing out this carburetor. You didn't miss much. Disconnected the air filter, moved the bilge pump, and cutting this fuel line. Yes, the filter's in here, not a fan of it, but, well, the gas tank's in here as well. All right, whatever. Anywho's, but yeah, I'm replacing this line. It looks like vacuum hose that was going to the carburetor. Don't know about you, but I'm not a fan of it. What else are we doing? Let's get this. Oh yeah, and this coil wire. I don't know if you can tell, it's super maxed out. We'll make a new one. A longer one. This is a factory shorty. See how much of a pain this carb is going to be to get off. Not really. And we'll put all new hardware. I use my flange nuts. It aids in not having to deal with washers. All right, let go. Let's wiggle this thing off. Yeah, I'll show you. Man, this thing is junk. Pull you back and get you in the light a little bit. All around this ring. That's fuel I don't care about. But yeah. Just not doing anything. It's springing closed now. But it wasn't before. It's on the higher cam. So it's not actually doing choke stuff. Man, yeah, this thing is... It works, don't get me wrong, but it has seen better days. Let me dump this fuel out. Ah, get out of the way. Judy kick. All right, let's see what we got going on. Fan. Let's try to minimize some noises. All right, pull this block off. This gasket's nice and wet, so I'm hoping it'll just peel off to the point where we can just reuse it. It's not damaged. If anything, I'm going to have to cut new ones. This one's going to have to be replaced. Honestly, I'm probably just going to cut 2 new ones. You'd think I'd have these in stock, but I don't, seeing how I replace carburetors. And new carbs come with them. Yeah, all right, I just screwed this up. Yeah, let me cut 2 new ones, and we'll transfer it to the new carburetor. Also, I've got to get these studs out. Be right back. Let me get the studs out real quick. I swear I have another mosquito. Go away. It's rainy, it's cold. Why are you alive? What I was going to say is, I'm pretty sure I have a new standoff kit. Wait, let me see if I have that, because if I have that, I should have gaskets. And I do. Oh, there it is. I was like, what hit the floor? Sorry, we're just gonna scrap this unit. Someone cut this out of like a box. Literally still has the it probably won't focus, but it has the instructions written back here. I don't know what it came off of, but it came off of something. All right, I gotta put bug spray on. It's too late in the season for dealing with this crap. Ah, damn it. Oh, it still has plastic on it. Yeah, front one's fine. That one is protruding out some. So let me shave this head down, get a flusher fit, and I'll be right back. If you didn't know, what you do is you run those guys on, this block goes on, then you take your OG studs you had, put them on, and you can now set this on that. That block off plate is considerably larger. And all I'm using this, all the block off plate is for is to get it away from the generator or the alternator so that the accelerator will swing. I think I say this in all, or if not most of my videos, if you're gonna shave down a threaded surface, put a nut on it, and then when you unscrew it, it'll chase those threads back. There we go. Tight. Not protruding. We are good there. Put the gaskets on. Put the studs in. Bit of a snug on. I don't like how big that is. I'll probably cut a new base gasket for this one. Just because she has a little bit too much waller around. So, all right, gonna get away from it because, I mean, this one is broken, but you see how it doesn't have that much slop. So we'll cut a new gasket and, well, get away from using RTV. All right, let me cut this, I'll be right back. The bolts are a little tighter, which is good. It'll hold this whole assembly together. There. Now I'll do. Nice fresh razor blade. Anything that's overhanging, we'll give it a little extra trim to compensate for gasket being off, someone with a not steady hand, so on and so forth. This is like walking and chewing gum. I'm having a problem. Bend the blade. Let's start slapping this thing back together. Yeah, inside of this thing's nice and clean. I'll hose it out just to be sure. Just a little brake clean. I needed the straw and I threw it on the ground. Rebuilding, rebuilt. Much gooder. All right, now let's slap this thing on. Good, accelerator clears. That's what I wanted. I need one more nut. I'll just grab two because I'm over here. And another new flashlight. Yeah, threads are showing, we're good. Probably back that one down just a scotch. It's not that I don't have engagement, I just want this to stick down a little bit longer. I have all the meat on the top, so just gotta fit my fat hand in there. Are you a Patronic? I think so. Actually, it didn't look like one. Yeah, if you ever wonder how to get the, oh, you can't see, back nut on. Number one, flanged hardware. Makes life a lot simpler. Number two, take the distributor cap and rotor off. You can fit your big meat paws back here usually. At least I can. Getting them started is always still fun, but at least you got room. Snug. These wires are very inconvenient. All right, now, like I said, because I deactivate that what have you and whatnot, the idle air cutoff, I can just run a, I just need choke power. Cannot tell you how many times I've arced this forward out. want to set the choke to where I feel it's going to be happy, right about there. I don't know this engine, so it could be adjusted again. Also, don't ask me how to determine it, because adjusting choke is, you know, just that. You kind of keep futzing with it. I think this came off of my buddy's Jeep, so I do know it's a good carburetor. Like I said, I don't hold on to bad carbs. Usually they're for my personal use only, so test fire, stuff like this. Like if this was a revival, I would just throw that on to see what this sounded like. This thing feels chunky as well. I mean, it works. I have nice new ones which run in to where I feel more comfortable with. Again, you're setting your throttle cable. See, it's in all my videos. Make sure you set it off choke or connect it off choke, because if you attach it choked, when that choke steps move or go away, well, guess what? You basically put cruise control on. Not really the most ideal situation. Come on, go in. Trying to get these started is always a putz pain. A putz and a pain. Yeah, I'm not in the thing. Is it the cable in? Oh no, you're feeding. I need my pliers. These work. Just don't push too hard. There we go. Off the throttle or choke. Tighten the throttle. Give some pull, just to make sure we're the gas pedaling, and snug. Choke on, choke off. Should be good. All right, rotor. Rotor on. Excuse me. Cap. This wire feels like it's coming out. That's good. All right, let me make a new HT lead for this thing, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, quick extendo cable. My camera is not focusing worth the, diddly today. A little bit of lube on the boot. Get some slidable. Oh, let's get this guy up here. There. And there. Now it's, nice and lazy. It's not pulling the crap out of itself or barely engaged. All right, this wire is 12 volt hot. That'll go to the starter. I just have to make a new fuel line. So give me a second. Let me do a fuel line real quick. And yeah, we could crank this thing up and fire it. Not needed. Oh, I gotta change battery. Anywho, let's spin this over to a TDC. Where's the ratcheting? Because lazy. That's an 18. I need a 19. I don't really care, but TDC 1 should be. I want to make sure everything's correct, like drive and stuff. I've never worked on Ascension before, so we'll do it semi by the book. So I'm punched a T there for TDC. Nice. All right, yeah, cylinder 1. Seems too far advanced, but the fire's good. All right, I can leave this on here. All right, let's go under and see what we got going on. I am going to skip time it, so it'd be cylinder 1, intake 2, exhaust 4, and 180, and then cylinder 3, intake 4, exhaust 2. So, all right, let me get this up in the air. Join me underneath. See what we got going on. And I got to change the battery. All right, oh, that is leaky pretty good. Well, at least we're doing valve cover gaskets. That's pretty normal. Very hard to film under these things. Best tool ever. I think it's a body clip tool. Came in my Cornwall set. But oh yeah, that is nice and leaky. Where's the gasket? Oh, stuck to the engine. Super thin. All right, cylinder 1, what do we sound like? Doesn't sound too bad, 2. Or cylinder 1. Not too bad. Intake. Those sound good. Little loose, but good. Not as ticky as it sounded with the engine running. This side wasn't leaking. All right, gasket. Definitely needs an oil change. All right, and then the exhaust 4. What are we at? That one's loose. That's the clunk. A little looser than I like it. It feels like about 8. Intake feels good. Intake of cylinder 1 feels good. Feels good. A little loose on exhaust 1. Cylinder 4. Super loose. All right, let me adjust, well, exhaust 1 and exhaust 4. Get them a little tighter. Super loose on 4. So intakes feel right about 6. Exhaust loose. So that's leading me to believe the clunking I hear, if it is actually from this side, would be exhaust 2. So let me get those 2 exhausts adjusted and I'll be right back. All right, those guys, hold on. OSHA approved jug. All right, those guys are adjusted. Let's roll her over 180 and we'll be doing the intake. Cylinder 3 intake and exhaust. Intake 4. Yeah, intake 4, exhaust 2. So let's see. 3. Man, loose. Intake is intake 3 is super tight. So is I mean 3 is so tight that it doesn't even have any chatter in it. Exhaust or intake 4, super tight. Oh yeah. Number 2 is a door knocker. Yeah, 2 exhausts is a door knocker. I mean, that probably picks up in my mic maybe. That's the noise. That's the noise I was hearing under it. But intake 2 being super tight's weird. I thought I went excessive on this one on the tightening. Maybe the valve's weird. I got too much going on right now. You adjust enough of these, you kind of learn sounds. It becomes like a language. Now, don't get me wrong, don't just rely on what you're listening to. There we go, that's tight. Don't rely on just sounds, double check it. Like I said, I could have said everything was good, it sounded good, and 4 was way off. All right, let me clean these valve covers out, ditch these gaskets, clean the engine off some because she is pukey. I've never seen a gasket like this. Maybe it's Velcro. It's still cork, but it's like blue cork. Yeah, I already put sealant on it, RTV on it. That's what's, probably put RTV on it. All right, I'll be back. Let me get this thing sealed up, clean up the engine, and then we'll fire this thing up. All right, valve cover's on, engine's cleaned up. Still got to dump the oil. Do that off camera. How many times you want to see oil changed? Mainly, I also have to get oil because I'm out. Yeah, that's the thing. But there's oil in it. Drove here. I think I have enough to top this thing off. Oh yeah, we're barely even registering on the stick. I haven't even drained it yet. I think I have a quart I can put in this thing just to run it up. Let me do that. I'll be right back. Good thing I checked it. I have a quart left. I love buses so much. Where's my cup? Obviously, because I made a mess. Yeah, what's the inside of this breather look like while I'm here? I don't know. Maybe if I had a light, I'd be able to see what the heck I'm doing. No, it's not that gray stuff. I don't know where that gray stuff's coming from. It's not in the breather. Weird. You guys saw it too. All right, we should be at least reporting a little bit more things on the stick. We're not even on the stick yet. How low was this? I don't know, we're on the stick. We're on the low line. That's fine. All right. Now back to what I was doing, my originally scheduled thing. Time of life's hooked up. Let's fire this thing off. It's gonna take get it on a high choke. It's gonna take a minute just because there's no fuel in this carb, which is fine. Oh, once it fires up immediately, and then I'm a liar. It might bark, but it won't run. She cranks quick. Oh, I have a high idle. It's only reading 10 full advance. Yeah, it's only running 10 full advance. That's low. Oil filter wrench. Doubles as a distributor wrench. Yeah, not as gravelly sounding. Just watching the RPM, seeing the most I can get out of it. We're sitting at 950 right now, which would be a generator engine. This is an alternator, I can lower it some more. All right. My timing gun's getting all screwed up for some reason. I don't like that. I melted this one too. That was weird. Why were we being weird? Plug issue? I don't like that we just died. Try that again. All right, I don't like it. It's not a fuel issue. Or it's not, sort of acting like a fuel issue, but it's not a fuel issue. It's a distributor issue. The advance isn't advancing as it should. It's very lethargic, very lazy. It's like me on a Sunday. Shoot. All right. Starts run, yes, that's fine. Are we leaking oil? Let me check that. What little oil we have. Is it better? Dry? Please be dry, because this one was soaked the other time. Oh yeah, we're dry. All right, that makes me feel better. Because I'm smelling burn off. All right, what, I know the carburetor is good. I know that's not the issue. It's running, it's firing. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird that my this guy is acting funny. I mean, I'll take care of things that well, but as far as dropped or kicked and stuff like that, not a thing. So by it going weird, erroneous readings is kind of concerning. I think these plugs are interchangeable though, or do I have a fifth one on this one because it does dwell? I do. They're not interchangeable. Shoot. But yeah, for it to throw that weird coating, I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I haven't had, like I said, I haven't had an issue with it, so it's the first time I am having an issue. I mean, I can throw a vacuum advance on here. I do have another 09. This is what sucks, because now I'm in troubleshooting phase because it should be doing other things than this. And it's a 30 pick carb. So with that being said, or 31, whatever it is, it's not a 34. It should be fine on rev up with the 09 is, I guess, what I'm getting at. by it not being fine on the rev up means there's something else going on that's a little hinky that I'm not a fan of. Do I got another distributor that's already set up that I can just plug in? I don't think I do. I might. I do, and it's already lengthened. We'll see if this thing works. Or if I was saving it just for the distributor. How's the advance? I think it's advance is fine. All right, let me swap this thing in. Let's see what we got going on. Like I said, also I'm not a fan of why the wire's pointing forward on it. Usually they point backwards. I mean, it's not like, you know, life or death or anything like that, but it's just weird to me. Yep. You won't be able to see there, but it's a Patronic unit. Oh, flamethrower. This Advance doesn't really feel like it's doing much anyway. Oh, it is. All right, we'll put this with the other flamethrower. Because I might put it back in, I don't know yet. We're in a diagnostical troubleshooting mode. Got to use, again, use distributor. Pretty sure this, like, you know, 82.3% sure that this one works. So it should plug in this way if all things are considered. I got to back that thing up to TDC because I know which way it was pointing. We'll know as soon as we turn the key on and try to have it do something. Because if I can't static time this one, this unit's garbage and I just wasted some time. Because I don't like testing things or leaving notes to myself. Stuff is sitting on the shelf. You know, it's just science. On. Off, on, off, on, on. That should fire if I'm on the right side of the stroke. Just give it a little more snug. Pull that. All right, let's try this again. Oh, did I take that wrench out of the engine? I think I did, but I'd like to know if I actually did. I did. I have started an engine before, left it on, thank God it was in the right direction. Fire. Crap, I'm at 50. Better. I can dial that stutter out. If this is going to read any different. So far, so good. Right about 10 full advance or idle advance. Sit at 9 and 9 some change, 925 give or take. .32 full advance, and it's not spazzing out. So much better. All right, hold on. All right, guys. My big thing, and I've complained about it in a lot of my videos, almost all my videos at this point. Showed you my gun, you know, the timing light, giving erroneous signals. Spark was doing whatever the heck it wanted to do. I mean, well, did I tighten that? Let's tighten it because it's right where I want it to be. The drive's in wrong. Snug. But Petronic, man. Will they run with it? Well, yeah. But it's doing whatever it wants to do to my gun to the point where it's, you know, whoa, H3 code, which I don't even know what that is. I don't know what advanced curve that is. It's not right. Throw that in. Hell, it fired up 50 degrees at 50 degrees advanced. So, I mean, that's good. Yeah, if you can see that distributor's off. Where it got timed, it's probably the drive is probably 1 tooth off. I'm not going to fix it because it works fine. But yeah, that rev up was not correct. Like I said, I know I didn't put on, say, a garbage carburetor, even though it's laying around. It's some of these names, I don't know what's going on with them. They used to be the name, like if you electronic ignition is now basically what I call them. But it used to be Petronic systems for pretty much anything. Now they're just not, they're not good. This, you know, put it in, fire it up. Yeah, as soon as this engine wasn't revving or I was getting erroneous readings so much that I had to break out, like I said, I'm not, you know, amazing to my equipment. But one thing I try not to do with either of these, other than melting them, which I do a good job of doing that anyway, is dropping the inductive amp clamps. Because when you drop these, that's when stuff goes bad. We're gonna have to untangle these, awesome. But yeah, both guns were reading the same as far as before that. Yeah, oil filter wrench. Great for distributors. Tech tip. But yeah, just, I don't know what's going on with them, but drop that one in. You use distributor, I held on to it because it is what it is. Dropped it in, fired up 50 degrees in advance, dialed in, dialed the carburetor in, she fired right up. I think the choke should be fine. It's about where I think it should be. Granted, remember this is a warm start. Yeah, there's tape all over this stuff. Why, I don't know, but there is. They use Gorilla Tape in here, I think. We'll just put the melty stuff back. All right, warm fire. Fired good up at 50. Let's see what it does at correct. Right there. I mean, what more do you want? What's leaking? Oh, it's probably gear oil. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Oh yeah, that's gear oil. There's lots of reduction boxes. This thing's slow. I'm actively seeing it leak. That's fine. That's newer things. Those are indexed wrong-ish. That's fine. Huh. Yeah, we'll check the oil on this thing. Oh, I know I'm just rambling, but yeah, if this isn't like a testament to these things running like semi-hurt or not the correct, I don't know what is. I think every one of a lot of the cars that had come through here, you know, they're like that. They run when they get to me. Do they run correct? Nah, gray area. But I guess my big thing is, man, a lot of things. I don't know, I'm rambling. It's more or less they run good, hurt, or not good. They will run hurt. Are you getting everything out of them? No. Can you be doing more damage? Yes. I don't know how long this Pertronic has been doing Pertronics things as far as broken. Could have been day one, and this is just how it ran because it was running. I could go back to the thing, but it was running like 20 degrees. My gun was saying 20, my strobe, which isn't the best. I still have to balance these tires. That's good. And change the oil and check the transmission fluid. But yeah, this is I bet you it runs better. I know it starts better. So bad choke on that one. Used carburetor and used ignition, and yeah, should be better. Yeah, like I said, my wall of big thing is the wall of garbage. That's there for it's all good stuff except for the Pertronics. I just throw them there because maybe I want the cap or rotor off of it, parts, if you will. I will gut. I don't even know where that distributor went. Yeah, there it is. I will say this. I will, because the advanced unit, I mean, it feels good. It wasn't the advanced that was acting up. It was the pickup. It was not picking up correctly. And this one is not a shimmable style to where you can bring the pickup closer. This one cracked or anything like that? Because the one on the sand rail was busted. But anyway, what I'll probably end up doing is I'll use the Pertronic distributor because the advances and everything's nice in them. I'll just take their crap out and use their body. So if you're wondering why I have two of them over there, that's the reason I got them. But all right, yeah, I guess next we'll let's blow off some tires and do a balance. I really want to take this thing on the road now. Unfortunately, like I said, it's raining. Hopefully it's supposed to rain tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So hopefully I'll have a dry day to get this thing on the road before I have to air this video. If not, depending, it might be two-parter. Taking it out, just a short drive video or fix anything else. Also might do a walk around. We might do a two-parter just so I could get a drive in and so on and so forth. I don't know, I'm rambling. All right, join me with balancing tires possibly. I don't know, figure something out. All right guys, here is where I am at. I am going to dump this oil as fast as I can. Do an oil change. And typically, wow, that's interesting looking oil. Like has Molly in it. I don't know how well that river of whatever's picking up. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, same stuff that was on the carburetor. I don't know what it is. But anyway, dump the oil. While this thing drains, I'm going to balance these front tires real quick. The rears usually don't need that much of a balance. I'll get it on the road, see what it feels like. I'm in a race right now because I do have dry roads. Rain might be coming in. So we get a front balance on, at least on the steer tires, and get some oil in here. Typically, I would, I know they're, typically I'd just take it out, knowing it needs an oil change and a balance. Problem being, this engine was so low. I'm happy I drained it because I've never seen stuff like that come out of it before. Yeah, knowing the engine was this low, I want to get fresh oil in here. Also, do the balance of the tires while we're waiting before I actually take it out on the road. If it was, full oil, stuff like that, wouldn't care so much. You've seen many test drives me doing it like that. But like I said, just on what was going on with this, yeah, I want to dump it and get fresh oil before I actually drive the car. So let me get these wheels balanced. I'll be right back when we get stuff back on. All right, guys, wheels balanced, but in taking them off, obviously, and looking at them, that's the tracer. Yeah, brakes are way out of adjustment. I reached in the cab. They go right to the floor. Or not to the floor, but they're lower than I would want. Just gonna hopefully they adjust and give some, a little bit more braking to this. Everything looks good. No slop, no nothing. Suspension seems good. Like I said, tie rods look new. Needs a lot of dressing up under here. It's a little grimy. I think the bus used to be tan. Definitely. I see chipping. But yeah, the underside definitely needs a detail. Whether it be just hit it with undercoating or like Linwax, oil, the oil spray, which I am not opposed to, because I do that. But yeah, underside needs a detail. That's the same all the way back. I don't know what the hell I'm going on about. I'll get these wheels on, adjust the brakes. Still got to put oil in this thing, but I'm trying to get this thing on the road. I know, it's not a thing. I'm trying to get this bus on the road sooner than later. Because I think this might be my only shot to drive it. Oh, it doesn't spin good now because brakes work. Anywho, it does have a wibble. Driver's side was worse. Man, it is warm today. Yeah, I'm just that fat and I'm working faster than I normally do. We'll go with that one. Because weight is something I cannot control. Believe that? I got a bridge in Brooklyn I can sell you. Anywho, join me on the road, hopefully. Unless developments. Whew. All right, guys. Let's get this thing on the road. I beat Mother Nature-ish. There's a handbrake. I don't even know if the handbrake works. The only reason I say that is when I have to get out of this thing to run my gates. I don't want this thing running away. But anyway, let's see what a cold start does. Oil's in it. Oh, excuse me. I do not fit in these things. I am fat. All right, anyway, oil's in it. Let's go on the road. We're going to just basically a quick, hot lap, make sure everything's working as it should. The brakes feel a lot better. I don't know what that wire goes to. Brakes feel a lot better. I did put the switch in. That was a pain in the butt, but it is in there. Yeah, brakes go down. I checked the brake lights. We have brake lights, so that's all working. They're a little sluggish. You got to put a little more power into it to get them to activate, but they are working. Headlights, blinkers, everything is operational. Let's see what happens. Let me ramble when this thing starts. How much gas do we have? If I trust it, we're good. I think the throttle's going to stick. Sure did. Off to a flying start. All right, let me see if I can get unadjust the flooring. Ugh. Yeah, hit the pedal and it went fired right up though. I need a key. Why are we over revving? All right, I got it adjusted. Let's try this. Oh. Yeah, there was a weird kink in it. Try it again. Still high. Something in the cable, it's holding it up. Alright, let me do some more diagnosing and see if I can get this thing down. It's better, it's not right though. I'll be back. Alright, here's where I'm at. Number one, I might be a dumb because it's on the choke cam because the choke's working. So it's doing what it should. It still doesn't feel like it's relaxing all the way. Crawled under the car. Front section of the cable is really rusted. I'm going to recommend a new one, whether it's disappointment or not. But what I want to do is I just want to let it warm up, see if it gets off the choke cam, and see if it gets better. It'll catch up. Been pumping the linkage a lot. Yeah, let me let this thing warm up. Once it gets off the choke ramp, I'll see if this pedal improves. I really don't have that much more cable I can take out of it. If that makes any sense. If I loosen the cable anymore, I'm going to lose accelerator throw and I won't get wide open. Trying to relax it is what I'm getting at. As long as it doesn't hang up, the slow rev down's fine to a certain extent. Mosquito! Alright, let's see what this clutch feels like. You're in the way. Oh, it's nice. Clunky, but working. Brakes are right. The shifter's inconvenient. Alright, it's itchy. Steering column's nice and loose. That's good. She sounds like she's sloping down, so. I gotta do something about this. The higher rev's not good. Alright, let me see if I can do something. I'll be back. Alright. What a pain in the butt. Think we're good. I ended up putting a cheater spring under the pedal so that it's aids in the return. Do I like doing that? No, but well, here we are. It does need a new cable, or something's out of whack. Let's go. Let's see what this thing can do finally. It's at least warmed up. Join me on the road. Can't see nothing. Man, it is clunky. Motor mounts? I don't know if it's picking up. It sounds like the mounts are bad. She drives alright. I think I need to dial just a little bit of fuel into this thing. Has a slight bog. Nothing too dramatic. Driver error on my end. Yeah, it could be driver error on my end. Short shifting it or not letting her rev out. These brakes are interesting. I don't like the shifter. Might have that choke just a little bit out of adjustment. Man, it feels give or take fine now. Man, you really have to stand on these brakes. You going? Such a hard, aggressive back turn. gear, lug, not recommended on the bus. But she powers out of it. Oh, brakes, come on. Smooth. These brakes, which, I mean, it is a bus. But you really have to put the foot into them. Yeah, she's driving great now. I think it was just a pulled engine. Pulled engine out of cold engine and just driver error. Might have lugged the engine too much and had to build up, you know, too much fuel. Ride's really good. Alright guys, back in the shop. I don't know if you can hear this noise in the mic. Throwout bearing. Quiet. Squeal. Quiet. Squeal. Yeah, throwout bearing's having some issues. Now that I've pointed it out, you might be able to hear it in the audio from just squealing to nothing. So, alright. Warmed up, this thing runs fine. I gotta open this door because, again, fat and hot. Yeah, just has a little shudder. Like I said, I don't know if the choke's not opening fast enough or if it's opening too fast. I think I left with the choke fully open, so that means it needs to be dialed back just a little. But once it warms up, it's fine. And you just got to, like I said, it's just a little bit of a surgy. Nothing major. Kick a little more fuel to it and she clears up. Hot start. No, nothing. Fire. Sounds good. That squeal. So yeah, runs good. The brakes are the only thing I'm not a fan of. Super hard pedal. And it is a single master. When I was crawling under there, I did see that. But let me gather my thoughts and we'll close this thing out because this thing's done for what it is. And if the owner, like I said, this is a potential sale. So if the owner does decide to want to sell it, I'll get it back here and do a full once over, and I'll give him the footage, or I'll post footage, maybe that. But as of right now, it's just he's contemplating it. So don't blow me up and asking me how much because I don't know. I guess I'm with that. But all right, join me on the big cam. All right, guys, going to cap off this episode on this 1965 bus. Yes, it came in for this. Well, number one, this episode is going to be longer than normal because, well, it just came in for a headlight and like a general GVI, general visual inspection. Headlight works now, and the engine turned into a, Anthor's box that got open. Carburetor was bad because, well, the choke wasn't working and it just looked terrible. I had a used one, talked to the owner, put it on. Then a junk Petronics. Surprise. I am very surprised on that. I have not had one bad one on this channel ever in the history of this channel. This one was new because it was sending such an erroneous signal that I thought my beep boop was broken. No, it was just doing whatever the hell it wanted to do. It was spiking signal, I guess. So, new distributor, new electronic distributor. As far as new, meaning used, it was good. It's in the bus. It works fine. Engine sounds good, sounds healthy. I still don't know what that gray stuff that drained out was. I'm going to recommend maybe bringing it back and just doing I'll give them a free oil change. I just want to get the crap out of it because, yeah, that was not pleasant. But the engine starts, it runs, it sounds great. It really does sound healthy. Brakes are, well, I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know if the master's wrong or something like that, but you need a lot of effort to woe this thing down. That's what I got with that one. I could troubleshoot more, but like I said, the owner, I think, or my understanding, the owner's possibly planning on selling it. No, I didn't go through this isn't a pitch to sell this thing. This is basically getting it running, driving to where he can marinate on it a bit, I guess what I'm going to say. But if he does decide to sell it, I'll do an update. I'll try to get the bus in here and just do a walkthrough to show what's going on with it, or show some things I've noticed. This isn't a sales pitch video. I don't know a price. I don't even know if he's going to sell it. It was just something that was passed in conversation. So with that said, brakes addressed, throttle cable needs to be done, throttle bearings whirring a bit. Could it just need a little more adjustment in it to seat it some, possibly, but again, not going in here for that. This was a limited service, and I'm over what I was expecting to do anyway. Like I said, I don't try to nickel and dime people. It's already over the general quote I was giving, or gave anyway, so I don't want to, like I said, I'm not trying to bend everybody over. But with that said, going to wrap up this episode. If you liked it, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. If you do, I promise you, we will chit-chat. As always, thanks for watching, and hopefully see you on the next one. This guy might be back. The blinkers still annoy me. They're upside down.